So I hope everyone is having an amazing day, and I'd like to welcome you today and thank you for attending our quarterly membership luncheon, which is focused on education in Hunt County. Let's give a big thank you today to Luke's on leave for lunch. And then I want to thank our Director of Events and Public Relations, which is Kaylin Caldwell, for putting everything together that you see today. And I also want to remind you that GEUS is here, videoing today. So make sure your ringers are off. Don't pick your nose. Smile, because you never know when you're going to be on camera. And so before we begin today, we're going to recognize some people in the room. So our ambassadors are going to come forward and introduce some of our new members to the chamber.
Hi, welcome to the quarterly luncheons. I always think this is a wonderful opportunity for everybody to get together. My name is Debbie Sickles. I'm an owner and agent of an independent insurance agency called Insurance Group of North Texas. So we'd like to welcome y'all. I have the great honor, and I'm an ambassador to the chamber. I'd like to introduce y'all to Bakery Brothers, or Bros. No, I'm just kidding. Bakery Brothers, y'all stand up. Austin, Kara. There they are, right there. This is Austin Cooper, Kara Rapp, yes, and then Bailey Doty. All right, there's 3 owners. It's family-ran business. If y'all don't know, they have a food truck that makes gourmet cookies. So if y'all haven't had them yet, they have got a building, so they're going to have a storefront in 2 to 4 weeks, located at 3615 Wesley. That's on the corner of Wesley Street and O'Neill. That blue little house that was there, that's where they're going to be. So right now, their truck is there. They are selling out of their truck while they're remodeling and getting the storefront ready. You guys, they have gourmet cookies. Oh, they also will do catering. They have gourmet cookies. They do catering, wholesale. Their favorite recommendation of cookies is always the chocolate chip. Next, they said probably in line would be snickerdoodle, and that's pretty close to the lemon. So they are going to start they do rotate for seasonal flavors. So don't just go once and get chocolate chip. You find out what they're doing and follow them on Facebook. They are on Facebook. So y'all welcome to the chamber.
Good morning, everyone. I have the pleasure of introducing Burger King. By the way, I am Tanya Garman with American National Bank, and a proud ambassador with the Chamber. And Burger King, Miss Claudia, is here to represent them today. She wanted to be sure y'all all come to visit. Give her a hand. Y'all come and visit the store location over there by Walmart. It has been remodeled. It has gotten more of the modern technique that's good for all generations. They have the little kiosk if you want to do that, or they have the little counter where those of us that like the face-to-face, we can talk to the person. They've updated the playground inside. They've got a big booth in the middle of the lobby if you want to do birthday parties or business meetings over a good hamburger. So y'all just make a point to come and see the new Burger King.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm John Hayden. I'm the Walworth Harrison Public Library for the city of Greenville, and I'm also a proud ambassador as well. So I'm welcoming you all here today. It's good to see everybody here today. I'm going to talk about the wonderful, you guys over there, the wonderful Greenville area retired teachers and employees. You guys can stand up real quick. Some of these might have taught you. This is a great group who they meet at the library. And then so I know they were going to have like chili and soup in January, right? So I found that out this morning. I was like, I need to sample it before you give it to everybody else. Make sure it's okay. But they really do advocate a lot for teachers and advocate for also the employees as well who are retired employees of the Greenville area. They advocate for retired and active teachers, and they also advocate for kids. And so they're a really important group that they do a lot for our community, and they're very advocate. It's just really important. They really care about teaching. They really care about literacy as well, and I appreciate that, the literacy point of that. So welcome to the chamber.
Is it morning or afternoon yet? Morning? Good morning. I didn't know if it was good morning or good afternoon. I'm David Weiland, and my wife and I work as realtors with Sister 21 Patterson Agency, and I tell everyone, when you employ us, you get 2 for 1, 2 realtors for one price. Have you ever met anybody that just immediately recognized how sincere they are on what they receive as their mission in life? It's been my pleasure today already to meet Gail Fry. Gail, would you stand up? She is the board president of a newly formed organization called Restore Joy. And Gail is a therapist herself, a mental health therapist. She recognized a long time ago the need for mental health services, but a lot of folks don't have the money to pay for it. So Restore Joy, it is a nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to improving the lives of individuals with mental health needs, with their goal of providing 75% of the fees for those who need mental health services. They've only been organized for about a year. Gail is a board president, and you're going to be seeing more of her and hearing more of this organization in the very near future, because it's a worthy cause. And I encourage you to participate with her when asked. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Liz Patterson with Prestige Integra Insurance, a longtime business owner, longtime ambassador. And remember, we are your friends with benefits for auto, home, commercial, health, life, and Medicare. So I have the pleasure of welcoming and introducing 2 new members from Quick Latch. So the gentleman over here, if y'all stand up, I'll introduce your names. On the right, the guy with the black cap, his name is Rob Camp. And the other gentleman is Armin Ayers. They are fastener manufacturers. They moved their office in 2017 from Plano. And it's right there at the exit of Campbell 101. It's at the J.R. Daughters Red Barn Antique. So that's where you can find these guys. And welcome to the chamber. They moved here in 2017 from Plano. And so they've got, one of them has kiddos. Or they don't have kiddos, but they moved to Caddo, so they live in that area. So please welcome them to the chamber. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Ecker from Hunt County Shared Ministries Fish. And since it's Educator Day, I have to tell you that I'm a proud retired 34-year educator. So very happy, and I can let you know there's a great life after education, because I retired for 2 days and started Hunt County Shared Ministries, and I love it. So I love being a part of the community. I love being a part of the education system still. So I get to introduce Luke's that are brand new members of the chamber. So you're gonna have to be very loud, and let's tell Ivan and Melanie again how great and how appreciative we are today of their food. Be loud. Thank you. Their main takeaways is they wanted you to know they are a made from scratch kitchen, and their whole goal is when you sit down at their table, they want to invoke nostalgia from their grandmother's kitchen so that you're thinking about your grandmother's kitchen. So you're thinking about those home-cooked meals. And they are excited to expand their catering and private events part. So again, let's thank them one more time since they were our caterers today. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Hoffman. I am the market manager for Kelly Services. Many of you may be familiar with Kelly Services. We've been in the industry for 75 years. You might have heard of Kelly Girl if you've been around for that long. But we pioneered the staffing industry. So if anybody needs help with any staffing or workforce needs, we are definitely your solution. Today, I am introducing Los Cabellos. They are a luxury manufactured home community, and I'd like to introduce Griselda Ramirez and Roger Griffin. They are 5 minutes from here, and they offer in-house financing as well as third-party. It is income-based. they have lots of amenities. Like my hand was hurting writing down everything she was saying. I was like, good God, you have a what? You have a what? So they have a gym, they have a personal trainer, a nutritionist, a pool, a dog park, 3 playgrounds, a basketball court, walking trails, and they are working right now on a future fishing pond that will be catch and release. So when she said amenities, lots of amenities. So you guys go check them out.
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you so much for being here. My name is Kaylin Caldwell. I'm the Director of Events and Public Relations with the Greenville Chamber of Commerce. Today, I have the honor of recognizing Miss Shanna. She is with Black Widow Trailer Rentals. They specialize in renting fully equipped trailers, car haulers, utility trailers, and enclosed trailers, and also cattle trailers. So if you need any type of trailer, go see this wonderful lady. We're very proud to have her in the Greenville Chamber.
Good morning, everyone. My name is David Ellis, and I'd like to introduce Damaris Diaz. Where are you? There she is. Everybody point at her and say thank you for becoming a new member of the Chamber. She has a business called Use My Trailer. Of course, it's on Facebook. It's also on Instagram. And what they do there is they get rid of your junk. Nobody's got any junk in here, right? And they also rent you trailers also if you just want to do it yourself. But they got some guys who'll take care of it. They got 2 locations. The one there she's representing today is in Campbell, but they also had one in Royce City. But they've been going for about 4 years now. And what they do with it, they either take the stuff to the junkyard or they donate it to like Women in Need or other, if it's slightly used, they'll let you do that. And but 2 interesting points about that business is that just this year, they've moved over 1 million pounds of material. 1 million, that's right, 1 million. And so Damaris, point at her one more time, and it is Use My Trailer.
Hi, I'm Becky. I own Simplify. I'm also a proud ambassador of the Chamber. I'm also a retired teacher, so I did my 23 years, so I've got lots of things going on. I have, when you get rid of your junk, just call me. I'll help get rid of the junk, and then you can call it for the trailers and get them taken care of. I get the privilege of introducing Imad Alotavi, and he is the new franchise owner. They are Success Brothers LLC. He and Muhammad are there. They're the newest franchise owners of churches in DFW, and they just opened the Greenville location. They would love to get to know the community and have a productive part of it. Thank you.
My name is Dennis Carpenter. I'm with Wildcatter, and I have the pleasure of introducing Cheryl Hope with Vintage and Lace, but she's here today for Lee Street Mercantile. If you haven't been down there, go down. We have, we're blessed to be living in Greenville, and we have music festival tomorrow at Lee Street. We have Cotton Patch tomorrow in Lee Street. It's a great town, and when you go downtown, go down, and it's a vendor mall of items old and new. You'll love it. It's great things. If you love Vintage and Lace, you'll love Lee Street Mercantile. So congratulations, Cheryl Hope. Thank you.
So I hope you welcome them and introduce yourselves to our new members after this event is over. And by the way, to those new members, Hannah, our Director of Membership and Marketing, who's over here, would love to get your picture after the event is over today. So please stay for a few minutes afterwards so we can get your picture. At this time, I'd like to do a few introductions before we begin. So with the City of Greenville, we have City Manager Summer Spurlock, City Secretary Carla Oldecker, City Councilman Philip Spencer and Kenneth Freeman, and Tourism Manager Stacy Foley, and Library Director John Hayden, who's over here. And by the way, if I don't introduce you, it's because I did not get your names in advance. Okay, just want to let you know that. We also have the new manager here with us today with GEUS, Bill Shepard. Where is he? Our Chamber Board of Directors, Mandy Stewart, Chair of the Board with All City Real Estate. Vince Patterson with Prestige Integra Insurance, he's Chair-elect. Bonnie Stewart, past Board Chair with Hunt Regional Lab Solutions. Miranda Spencer with American National Bank, she's our Treasurer. David Wildland with Century 21 Patterson Agency, Secretary. David Ellis with Golden K's Outreach. Jimmy Dickey with GEUS. Wave your hands, make sure you wave your hands. Okay. Dr. Joe Lopez with Greenville ISD. And then our Chamber Ambassadors that are here today, Tonya Gorman with American National Bank. David Wyland with Century 21 Patterson Agency. Becky Rogers with Simplify Professional Organizer. John Hayden with Walworth Harrison Public Library, Doug Rosart with Daybreak Rotary. Wave, okay. Chris Mangle with GEUS. Rebecca Ecker with Hunt County Shared Ministries. Debbie Sickles with Insurance Group of North Texas. Liz Patterson with Prestige Integra Insurance. David Ellis with Golden K's. Earlier, Liza Griffith with Red River Credit Union was here. She was helping out front. Sheila Ellis with Altrusa. And then we have Dennis Carpenter with Wildcatter Realty Partners. And then at this time, I'd like to thank more members of our Chamber family. Our platinum investor in the room is L3 Harris. Gold investor, Alliance Bank. Sapphire investors, American National Bank, Britton Chevrolet, and GEUS. Our silver investors, Cornerstone Insurance, East Texas A&M University Commerce, Hunt Regional Healthcare, Lee Street Living, Red River Credit Union, Science Co., and Wildcatter Realty Partners. And then our bronze investors are Atmos Energy, Container Living.life, D. Earls Tax Service, and Uptown Forum. Before our educators speak, we're going to hear from a few of our sponsors today who helped make our lunch possible. And our main course sponsor we're going to begin with is Katie Ridge with Cornerstone Insurance.
First, a lot of you in this room know why I look like this right now. And that is because Cotton Patch Challenge Bike Ride, which is the largest fundraiser for the Rotary Club of Greenville, is tomorrow, and I am the chair of that event. So I haven't slept in 3 days. And myself and one of the most amazing county commissioners was up at my office at 6 a.m. getting signs, and he did all the hard stuff, the 8-foot T-posts, while I did the little yard signs. So I was actually trying to hurry to get back here for this event. And I may or may not have been pulled over by one of our lovely Greenville PD and gotten a ticket. I tried the waterworks, but it was a female cop, so. It's all right, I'm gonna bill it to Rotary. So, what I actually want to talk about for a minute, instead of Cotton Patch Challenge, because that's the mode I've been in now for months, is my actual business, the one that I run, which is Cornerstone Insurance. And I know this is the education QML, but you know what I do all day, every day? I have an undergraduate degree in education and I have a master's in counseling. And when you're talking about Medicare, guess what it is? It's education and counseling. That's what I do all day. Medicare is confusing for everybody, and it's about to get really, really worse. There are some legislative changes that have happened both at the federal level and at the state level that are about to make it impossible to figure out Medicare Part D drug plan cost. Drug costs, we don't know yet. I won't know until after October 1st what's going to happen for next year. I'm guessing premiums alone are about going to double. People that are living on fixed incomes, this is going to be a real danger. And one of the things that happens with some of our seniors is they put their drug plans on autopilot, which means they get a drug plan and they just keep it and let it roll from year to year to year. It worked last year, so it'll work next year. That is not true. That is the opposite of the truth in Medicare. So you yourself may not be Medicare age, but you have friends, you have family, you have neighbors that are. They need to be protected with education and knowledge. So just know that one of the things I have started doing over the last few years, especially when it comes to the drug components of the Medicare plans, is I've actually been telling people, you do not have to use your insurance. Seniors think, I have to walk into the pharmacy, hand my card over, and use this insurance, and it doesn't matter what they're told the price is. They do not have to use their insurance. So I've come up with multiple sources that I tell my clients, use this one instead. Use GoodRx. It's an app you put on your phone. I'll put it on your phone for you. I'll show you how to look up your medication. Single Care is another one that is just an app you put on your phone. Those two together, I know there are literally 1,000 of those little, use this one, use Buzz, use Optum. I've checked all of those. And these two are the ones that I find most of the time, the drug costs are the least expensive if you're gonna use a discount on, an app. Cost plus drugs, the third one. I got little QR codes here so anybody can scan this and get straight to it. Cost plus drugs is Mark Cuban's pharmacy. It's a mail order pharmacy. You know what he did? He cut out the middleman, the pharmacy benefit manager. You know what that means? That means drugs direct to you from the manufacturer for a cheap price. All generic drugs, not every generic drug is on there, but when I've got somebody who has multiple generic drugs that they can get for cheaper using cost plus drugs and mailed straight to their house, you bet I tell them to do it. Canadian Med Store. My husband is using this right now. I made him walk through it all by himself because I told him I couldn't go to every single one of my clients' house to help them figure out how to use Canadian Med Store. Canadian Med Store is for brand name drugs. He gets Eliquis, a 90-day supply for $150. In the United States, that's $600 to $700. Because they get generic, we don't. Amazon Pharmacy is always a good one. This is not an exhaustive list. This is just some ideas. These are the things that I go to. Help your friends, help your neighbors, help your family. Look at these alternatives. The other thing that I want to tell you about that's about to knock everybody on their butt here in Texas, Texas state legislators just passed a law that started on September 1st. That now every single individual, which is not that many, it's going to help the few, it's going to hurt the many. They just passed a law that says anybody with ALS or end-stage renal disease now gets a Medicare supplement for the same price as somebody over the age of 65. Prior to September 1st, if you had ALS and you had end-stage renal disease and you were on Medicare because of it and you wanted a Medicare supplement, you paid $600, $800, $1,000, $1,200. Now you're gonna pay $150. So guess what all of the insurance companies are doing? Raising everybody's prices astronomically to make up for that loss in the state of Texas. So it doesn't matter what Medicare plan somebody's on. I hear all of the, oh, well, my doctor said never take this kind of plan. Oh, I've heard this one's terrible. It doesn't matter what kind of plan you're on in Medicare. It's about to get real. So if you ever have somebody that has questions, just know that it is free to ask me any questions. And also thank all of the businesses. I know Cheryl was one of them that donated. She's donating products for Cotton Patch Challenge. Thank you, all of the businesses in downtown, all of the volunteers. I see some volunteers sitting here that I roped into volunteering. If you ever want to volunteer for Cotton Patch Challenge, I'd be happy to accept you. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Another main course sponsor is Macy Britton with Britton Chevrolet.
Hey y'all, my name's Macy. If I have not had the chance to meet you, my parents are Byron and Misty Britton, and I have the honor of representing Britton Chevrolet today. We are going into our 21st year of business here in Greenville, Texas. I am 24 years old this month, so that's a big deal. I also have the very great honor and blessing of working for and with my parents. And we have the pleasure of being partnered with the Chamber and GISD, and I am an alumni of GCS here in Greenville, Texas. We love our schools, we love our kids. So cheesy, but they really are the future of our nation, our state, and our home. So we're really proud of them. We're really proud to work with the schools here and do everything we can to support the kids. So that's what I have for you.
Thank you, Mason. Our presenting sponsor today is Daryl Houston with Uptown Forum.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me? All right. I'm Daryl Houston. I'm glad to see so many people out in the crowd today, especially for the kids. I'll be representing Uptown Forum. I know you guys probably see me a few other times for Chicago Legacy Group, Lee Street Living, and of course, ContainerLiving.life. So unfortunately, I guess it's a good thing I wear many hats. But we do support the Chamber. And I'm glad that I've been able to, represent Uptown Forum and our other businesses along the way. I know this is for the kids today, and if you guys do have a pamphlet on your table, you will see the Uptown Forum loves the kids. We had a previous tenant, the creative spot. And they did art, sold different trinkets and things like that. She went on to further her art career. But we let the kids come and post their art in the Uptown Forum and sell it, things like that. And we still offering the kids to be able to post their art inside the Uptown Forum. Just unfortunately, they won't be able to sell it because, like I said, Creative Spot isn't there anymore. Those who haven't been downtown to visit the Uptown Forum, it's actually been around since the early 1900s. It was originally the Perkins, like J.C. Penney is, how we know it now. Back in the day, the Perkins company had they sold everything from furniture to clothes to anything you can name at the time. They wound up closing, I believe, in the early 1970s. Then they had a local couple wind up buying the building and restoring it because they wanted to bring back downtown Greenville. They kept that, and what they did, they transformed it into what it is now, the way we try to keep it now. A variety place, like a indoor market type of thing. So we got 5 or 6 open spaces now. We still have, of course, we got a restaurant. We have Brothers Cafe, for those who haven't been there. We have Rebel Mary's. We got All Tangled Up hair salon upstairs. We have Friendly Radio is still one of our tenants. They're upstairs. We have a massage therapist up there also. And on the first floor, we do have a couple of new stores. We have Fat Cakes. I need to stay away from there, but you guys come visit. They have delicious cakes and everything. And we do have another Long Live Luxury. That's one of our newest tenants also. She sells everything from new items to some antique items also. So for those of you, I'm trying to keep it under 4 minutes. I know we got a lot going on. But for those of you who haven't or don't come downtown on a regular basis, please, we invite you down just to walk up and down Lee Street, see what's down there. Just we're trying to get a lot of foot traffic down there so we can get the businesses back up and going. I know people love to come down on Route 30, but you got to remember we still got Old Town Main Street, just as fun as on 30. We got everything 30 got down there. Like they previously said, we do got the Cotton Patch, we got the Jamboree this weekend. So come on down and have a good time. Walk the Uptown Forum and some of the other things up and down Lee Street. Thanks a lot for your time. All right.
And then lastly, our advertising sponsor is L3 Harris, and we have Jordan Walden speaking today.
Thank you, Shelley. My name is Jordan Walden with L3 Harris, and I have the pleasure to share with you guys today one of my favorite programs that we have at L3 Harris, and it's very fitting that it's education focused. for this meeting. So I want to talk a little bit about the pre-apprentice program that we have at L3 Harris. The program started about 4 years ago, exclusively with GISD first. Based on numbers that we had available, year 2, we were able to expand that. There's several schools, well, Bowles, Quinlan, there were several schools in Hunt County, Commerce, outside of Greenville ISD that we were able to help out in that capacity year 2. Year 3 and year 4 has kind of had a narrow focus based on availability, centered around the early college group with GISD. The pre-apprenticeship allows seniors to work part-time at L3 Harris to gain some real-world knowledge specific to manufacturing, electrical, and mechanical manufacturing while still finishing their high school career. Also allows an opportunity for those that want to stay with us while they pursue either a full-time role with L3 Harris or continue to part-time role with L3 Harris while they go on to pursue education at college of their choice. I know we have a lot of businesses in the room today, so I'd like to challenge other businesses. Hey, this is for the kids. If you guys have opportunities for similar internships for these students, I wanted to brag on them for just a minute. The kiddos that we've hired, say kiddos, young men, young women, have just absolutely blown us away. Their adaptability, the way they can quickly pick up software systems, computer-based learning, communication skills, confidence, and their willingness to try new things has been a great thing for Greenville. A great thing for L3. We look forward to continuing that partnership and growing that partnership. L3 is excited to partner with Greenville ISD and look forward to growing local talent from now into the future. But one of the most things that I'm excited about with what I've witnessed over the last 4 years is that the students that have come into the workforce for us, everything that they've done as far as like confidence, communication skills, all that is awesome. I just want to summarize that Greenville ISD just helps shape and produce good humans. So, thank you.
Thanks, Jody. I'd also like to give thanks to East Texas A&M University Commerce as a main course sponsor today, and Keep Greenville Beautiful as a table sponsor today. The Chamber could not exist without support from businesses like these, so please give all of them a hand. So as we gather for this educational luncheon, I want to take a moment to reflect on the power and purpose of why we're here. Malcolm X once said, "Education is a passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." So this quote reminds us that education is more than just knowledge, it's empowerment. It's the key that opens doors. It breaks cycles and creates changes, not just for ourselves, but for our communities and future generations. Whether you're a student, an educator, a parent, or an advocate, your presence today shows a commitment to that future. Let's continue to uplift, support, and invest in education because the work we do today will shape the leaders, thinkers, and doers of tomorrow. So I want to take a moment to sincerely thank all the educators that are in the room today. Whether the impact you make is seen or unseen, big or small, your work truly matters, and it changes lives, and we're grateful for everything you do. So up first today, we have Laura Smith, the head administrator at Greenville Christian School. And Hannah, they'll tell you when to turn on their things.
I'm going to say, Hannah, go for it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. You want me to go for it right now? Yeah. All right. Let's introduce Greenville Christian. heartbeat of our school right there. And seeing those faces and that joy, that's why we do what we do. It's why we want to come to work every day, even after the hard days, right? And I'm thankful to our team that put together our video and for our teachers that are here with us today and my other administrators. But I'm Laura Smith. This is my second year at Greenville Christian School. And what I wanted to share with you also is we were founded in 1976, which means we're about to celebrate our 50th anniversary. And so this is an exciting time for us. We've been serving in Hunt County for nearly 5 decades. And we're excited about what God has planned for our future. One of the ways we measure our success is through the achievements of our students. And so I'll share with you our most recent graduating class of 16. They received over $2.7 million in scholarship awards. One of our students actually graduated from Paris Junior College with her associate's degree the week before she graduated from Greenville Christian School. And so thank you to Paris Junior College because our partnership with you has been very valuable for our students. And then I'm required to tell you this as well. We have a student, Austin Wilburn, who is at Concordia University in Nebraska on a scholarship to play football. So you can get to a football scholarship playing 6-man in Greenville, Texas. And we are proud. Our test scores are consistently exceed national averages, but more importantly, our students leave prepared not only for college and career, but life. Equipped with skills to think critically, to lead effectively, and to live with purpose. What sets Greenville Christian apart is our mission. And our mission is to equip the children of Christians with academic excellence, biblical life application, and leadership so that they can excel throughout their Christ-centered lives. Our founders believed in the Word of God and its authority. And so from creation to the fall of man, to the redemption we have in Jesus Christ, to the process of being restored every day to be more and more like Him, that's our foundation. And this foundation continues in every classroom and every lesson and every student experience. Our vision extends beyond academics. It's about impact. Our students are serving in local ministries, leading on athletic teams, performing in fine arts, and living out their faith in practical ways. Many of our alumni still call Greenville home. There's alumni in this audience, so I'm thankful. Raising families, starting businesses, and contributing to this community in meaningful ways. As we step into the next 50 years, Greenville Christian remains committed to helping students thrive academically, spiritually, and relationally so they can go out and influence their world for Christ. Greenville Christian is honored to stand alongside the other schools represented here today. Though we serve students in different ways, we share the same passion to see the next generation grow, succeed, and give back. Our 50 years reminds us that education is not just about what's behind us, but about our future and the one we're building together. I'm excited to hear how each of you is shaping that future in schools. I want to thank the Chamber for allowing me to go first. You know, I think the smallest goes first, right? And so we're grateful to be here and be able to share with you today. So thank you.
Next, we have Jill Thomason, the principal at Bowles High School. And she brought some students over today.
Rise to grind to shine. That is what we say every day at Bowles High School. Thank you to all of the members of the Chamber for inviting us to learn about all the fantastic educational opportunities in Hunt County. My name is Jill Thomason, and I am the proud principal of Bowles High School in Quinlan, Texas. We are a 2A public school with approximately 550 students pre-K through 12. On behalf of Bowles ISD, I am proud to share just one piece of our amazing school district, and some of those pieces are right here. Our district has many fantastic opportunities and activities ongoing, but instead of me speaking on those activities, I brought some of our high school students here with me today to tell you about our community service campaign that we do year after year. One thing is important. One thing is vital. In our shifting society and culture, this one thing combined with other contributions can make a difference, and that is what Bowles plans to do. Required character education is present throughout our daily curriculum. However, I have pushed to integrate services to others before self through academics and extracurricular organizations, clubs, throughout our yearly community campaign. When I started 10 years ago, I implemented the Shine campaign. Here are some of the Shine campaigns we have done. Shining is Essential, focused on essential workers who supported our county during COVID, like our local hospital, truck drivers, grocery store staff, postal workers, and more. Each month, one of our groups adopts these organizations to show gratitude. Other years, we have included Shine It Forward, where organizations gave back to the community, and A Time to Shine, where the focus was on the younger Hornets and demonstrating through action that a Bowles Hornet leads with a servant's heart. My guests today are current Bowles students that will present on the activities they were involved in last year with the Shine Your Light community campaign. Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," and through servant leadership and intentional actions, our students are activating that change. Every day at Bowles High School, we choose to shine bright and make this world a better place. Today, I have Zadie Resendez and Aiden Guerrero representing our BHS Student Council, and Grayson Salisbury and Molly Nelson for our PAL Mentor Program. They are going to share with you how they let their light shine last year in our community and the things they did. And I also want to say they are volunteers in the Cotton Patch Bike Race tomorrow. So.
Hi, my name is Aiden Guerrero, and this is Zadie Resendez. And we're here with Bowles High School Student Council to talk to you about our Shine Your Light campaign that we did in April.
So last year in April, our student council chose to do No Excuse for Child Abuse for our project in honor of April being No Excuse for Child Abuse Awareness Month. Our council decorated boxes and placed them in the middle school, the high school, and the elementary school. We hosted a stuffed animal drive, and at the end of the month, we collected them all and gave them to the CASA organization. It is a center to advocate for children who have experienced abuse and neglect, and now they receive quality evaluations and recommendations for in-court systems. So all of these kids receive those stuffed animals, and they get to have them to help them with whatever happens, whatever their cause is. And it was really inspiring to all of us to help them.
In addition to the stuffed animal drive, our student council also made blue ribbons to go on the trees for the pinwheel ceremony that the Hunt County Courthouse did for National Child Abuse Awareness Day. And if you drive by today, I took some homecoming pictures next to them, but those ribbons are still on the trees that are right by the courthouse. So our student council did help to make those. And in addition to that, we also had a Spirit Day and announcements that went out to spread awareness for Go Blue, to show our love for children that are experiencing neglect or abuse at home. We did announcements every day just to spread the awareness and to get our school involved in the cause as well. And our organization is just so privileged to get to help bless children in need and spread awareness for this cause. And as you can see, all of us are involved in a bunch of different things, so we get the privilege to get to do this all over the place. Grayson, who's here to talk about PALS, is up there in that picture too. Same with Molly and all of us, so thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Grayson and this is Molly, and we are here to represent the Peer Assistance Leadership Program at Bowles High School. Last year, we were privileged to participate in the Shine Your Light program, an opportunity that allowed us to serve others and grow as leaders. Through this program, we traveled several times on Saturday mornings to Dallas, where we helped feed the homeless and also distributed hygiene bags. This was made possible through the generosity of Generation Church at Sabine Creek, who welcomed us and allowed us to take part in such a meaningful experience.
Another Shine Your Light program we participated in was the Angel Tree during the Christmas season. We were able to help 12 families, including 26 children in our district, by providing presents and food items. The majority of these gifts came from our own school community, who came together to support and care for their neighbors. The Shine Your Light program taught us valuable lessons about service, compassion, and leadership. We are deeply grateful to everyone who supported these efforts, and we look forward to continuing our mission of making a difference through PAL.
As you can see, we have some pretty awesome students that go to Bowles ISD. I am so proud to be a part of it, and I thank the Greenville Chamber for allowing us to be recognized today and for allowing us to serve the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Next up, we have Dr. Denise Morgan with the superintendent of Campbell ISD.
Good afternoon. Well, with about 35 years as an educator, I've seen so many changes happening in schools, the legislation, family dynamics, and in the world. The amount of new innovation is coming at us so quickly that we can hardly breathe. But one thing is true, culture matters. Campbell ISD has struggled for a few years to get the right people on the bus. We have experienced the great exodus of teachers from the profession, and we've seen a change in Campbell again. We have had very few teachers leave last year. We have dedicated staff and administration who are here for children. Scores are up, morale is up, and the district is growing again. So let's talk about change. Over the past year, the legislature has not been very friendly to education in general. Although they increased funding, it has come with so much red tape. Campbell's budget goals are to improve instruction, support programs, maintain an appropriate fund balance, adopt a balanced budget. Campbell ISD has maintained a superior financial rating for 23 years, and we did it again last year. But we had a $450,000 deficit budget due to tax compression and homestead exemption increases. The legislation said they would make up the difference, but guess what? They didn't. Really look at your tax bill and the reduction in the tax rate. Ours is down from $1.04 to 66 cents in 8 years. Yet your home evaluations are up and you're paying the same amount or maybe even a little bit more in taxes, something the schools have zero control over. This past year, my colleagues and I spent countless hours emailing, calling, texting, and testifying in legislative hearings. We may not all agree politically on who is in office or the vote they cast, but we do have to say, for us, Brent Money listened to Campbell ISD when we called and texted. One day, he even walked down to the chairman of the Education Committee and put us on the phone with him directly to discuss what these bills would do for our small schools. Although the House Bill 2 passed for school funding, it seems more like a Senate bill with all the red tape. Campbell ISD is lucky this year that we were able to balance our budget, something about half the school districts in Texas were not able to do. I bring this up only to say, please continue to talk to your superintendents, business managers, and school boards about the impacts of legislation in your community and in your districts. You do not have to vote like us, but please be an informed voter and get the facts of both sides. No party is perfect, but voting without the facts can hurt our students. Campbell ISD has not been able to pass a bond since 1993. However, we've been able to complete close to $7 million in renovations with the new modular building construction to improve our campus instructional spaces over the past 9 years. Unfortunately, funding for these came from our maintenance and operations side of the budget and from fund balance. We are proud of our facilities and instructional spaces for our students. Please come and see us. We'd love to show them off. Campbell ISD has had some tremendous success over the past year. We began the journey of using the state-adopted curriculum a few years back. The first year was very rough. But last year, our teachers and students dove in and used it with fidelity, and we saw great success. I'm sad to say that the year before, we had an F rating on both our campuses, and as a district, something we're glad was not posted. This past year, we achieved a B rating in our elementary school with a 29% increase, and a C rating in secondary with a 16% increase in scores. Scores are not everything, but for a small district that doesn't have the manpower to write our own curriculum and train it, Bluebonnet has helped us and our teachers find success. We still have growth to go, and our teachers and students are excited about the future. Students are encouraged to write their own goals. Those students meeting their personal goals were able to attend a Rangers game, which of course I had to chaperone. Go Rangers! Campbell ISD is small and mighty. We are proud of our students and staff and what the future holds. I will be remiss if I didn't leave today without a call to action as always. Read to your kids, grandkids, neighbors' kids, and volunteer at school to read. Stay informed about issues surrounding your schools. When the time comes, be informed and vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we welcome Dr. Joe Lopez, the superintendent with Greenville ISD.
I was about to say good morning, but now it's noon, so it's better to say good afternoon. So it is great to be here with you all today. Of course, I'd be remiss not to recognize some very, very important individuals who are my bosses, but the school board of trustees that are with me today have board president Angie Taylor, board member Bonnie Jean Stewart, board member Jeanette Roden, and board member Ms. Elliott Bennett. Many others. I was going to say many others. And so, and as well as my administrative team. Before I share some district updates, I want to begin with a short video. You'll see that Greenville ISD students and staff living out this year's theme, pursuing the possible by setting goals, stretching themselves, pushing past limits to realize their true potential.
It always seems impossible until it is done. I know this truth, for I have lived it.
But why some say the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Bryce play Texas? We choose to go to the moon.
Some say it can't be done. Some say the challenge is too big. They say the goal is out of reach, that what you are dreaming is impossible. But at Greenville ISD, we see it differently. Impossible becomes a problem to solve, a question to answer, a project to build. Every experiment, every calculation, every test brings us closer to what they thought we couldn't do. Impossible becomes a song to sing, a story to tell, a painting to create, a performance to perfect. And in every note, every line, every step, it shows what we can achieve when we try. Impossible becomes a question to explore, an idea to chase, a dream to grow. And every book we open, every discussion we have, shows the power of curiosity and courage. Impossible becomes a moment to act, a heart to serve, a hand to help. Because every kind word, every project, every smile makes the world a little brighter. When our students and staff dream it, we want them to believe it's achievable. We want them to know that they're supported, valued, and capable of greatness. Because together, we're building leaders, dreamers, and doers. We're preparing students to take on what's next, because here, every step forward redefines what we can achieve. And this year, in Greenville ISD, our students and staff are pursuing the possible.
This school year has already been filled with energy, excitement, and high expectations. Pursuing the possible is not just a theme, it's becoming a mindset across Greenville ISD. The video reminds us that when we dream big and staff support them, remarkable things can happen. From early learners at LP Waters to graduates prepared for college and careers, every student has the opportunity to go further. As you may have heard, we have called for a bond, a $399 million bond. And we know that this is not something for the faint of heart. It's something that could affect our county, could affect our district. And so from day one, our goal has been to be transparent, both in our communication and having two-way dialogue, and in being fiscally conservative as well. And I can share with you that the committee that brought the recommendation to our Board of Trustees did so with the intent of ensuring that we keep in mind what are the needs of our district, what are the facility needs, what are the future needs of our students, and most importantly, for our students' needs at this time. This was not led by the superintendent. It was not led by our Board of Trustees. This was truly community-led, and I'm honored to share that at this time. So we want you to have all the information. We want you to ask questions, join the conversation. We are committed to transparency and open dialogue within our community. Please join us for one of our upcoming community presentations, Saturday, October 4th at 10 a.m. at the Greenville Municipal Auditorium, Tuesday, October 7th at 6 p.m. at LP Waters Early Childhood Center. And I would also like to share that, the Lord watch over all of our districts and schools here in this community. We all would benefit from the Lord's blessings as we continue to do God's work with all of our kids. Together as a community, we can create a future where every child is prepared to pursue their own possible. Greenville ISD is proud to partner with you on that journey. Go Lions!
Next up, we have Jeff Irvin, the superintendent of Quinlan ISD.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'll be brief in my remarks. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary with PJC, so we put together a short video. We'll play it this time.
Graduating from Harris Junior College tonight. 31 are from Quinlan Ford High School. Our partnership with Quinlan Ford High School began in 2009. Quinlan ISD pays for the tuition, fees, and books for their students and provides transportation from Quinlan to our Greenville campus. We're thankful for the vision that the leaders of Quinlan ISD and the Board of Trustees of Quinlan ISD had to make this amazing thing happen.
I think for me what it's meant is just amazing because it really inspired her to be able to get her associate's degree. And I think when she came into this year, before she started the program, she really didn't know what she wanted. Now she's going to go in and get a bachelor's degree in nursing, go on to get a master's degree in nursing. And I think this program really brought out, a true passion for her in going into life.
Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders.
Hi, I'm Sarah Brown. I am a Quinlan ISD and Harris Junior College graduate of 2015. I was very lucky to be a part of the very first group of students offered the opportunity to earn an associate's degree through the dual credit program. I owe so much to Quinlan ISD for giving me this opportunity. Had it not been for this program, I probably would not have gone to college at all. I'm so thankful for my teachers and counselors who encouraged me and for the people who worked behind the scenes to make this happen for students like me. Because of them, I did get my associate's degree, I went on to get my bachelor's, and now I get to give back to this community by teaching in the school district. I've never taught anywhere except for Quinlan, and I can't see myself calling anywhere else home. I'm so happy that my children now get to be a part of the school district that shapes my future.
Hello, my name is Parker Cole. I'm a 2021 Ford High School graduate. During my time there, I had the honor of attending PJC and earning my associate's degree before moving on to East Texas A&M and earning my bachelor's in science and kinesiology. After graduating, I started my career in firefighting with South Hunt County Fire and Rescue before moving on to Dallas Fire and Rescue. I'm currently in the process of earning my certifications before I serve the citizens of Dallas as a firefighter paramedic. Through the opportunities presented to me at Quinlan ISD, I not only discovered my love for first response, but I was also set up in every way to prepare me for my career at such a young age. I could not be more proud of my roots, and I'm so grateful to the faculty over at Quinlan ISD for their hard work that made all of this possible.
I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Stacy Cole. Without her guidance and everything, I don't think I would have made it anywhere near this far in life. Love you, Mom.
We believers, we leaders, we astronauts, we champions, standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna turn our name.
We have over 300 graduates and counting more that have graduated from PJC, so we appreciate our partnership with you. I would like to say thank you to the Greenville Chamber for hosting this event. We're honored to be here today. Our Panthers are 4-0. Hope to be 5-0 next week. Go Panthers. Some of our teachers are earning over $100,000 this year with our pay scale and TIA. So I'm recruiting. I've already recruited one in the building. I don't like to steal, so they don't teach anywhere here in Hunt County, but you know, nothing's off limits. So I would like to say thank you to our businesses. L3, you hired our students this past year. Where's L3? Thank you for that. They did an internship, so we're very appreciative. Remember that education is always on the ballot, always. Greenville has a bond, and when Greenville ISD and Greenville prosper, the whole county prospers. So best of luck to Greenville. Thank y'all.
Let's welcome Dr. Stephen Benson, President of Paris Junior College.
Good afternoon. It is great to be with you. Last year when I spoke with this group, I had been on the job just a couple months, and I think probably everybody in the room knew more than I did about the college. So I feel a little bit better this year, but it is great to be back with you, and thanks to the Chamber for welcoming us. Quinlan ISD told our story probably better than I can tell our story. This is what we're all about. I did want to remind, our service area is a large portion of this region. So we serve 6 counties. Almost all of Hunt County is in our region, but the area that we serve is basically the size of the state of Connecticut. So we have a large area. We have 28 school districts in our area. So we try our best to serve everybody in our area. I wanted to share with you some really great information about our headcount and our enrollment right now. We have done a lot of work this year to try to make sure that we reach all of the students who need us. And you can see from last year, our fall enrollment was 4,464. We have reached over 5,000 students this year. So we have a 15.2% increase in our enrollment. That is really large for a college our size. So 680 more students, that is about double the size of the graduating class of Greenville High. So when you think about they graduate 300 and some students, that's double what they graduate every year, and that's just new students that we're serving. So at our Greenville Center, we have increased our enrollment by 141 students, and that is due to some new programs that we're offering there that we're going to touch on in a little bit. The next slide. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, most of our programs are designed to make sure that people can graduate and find jobs or transfer on to a university. So you've been hearing from a lot of the ISDs. These are all of the ISDs that we serve that are in Hunt County. You can see also the enrollment for almost every ISD has gone up pretty drastically. Last year, we served 901 students in dual credit programs. This year we are at 1,235. So really large increase in our dual credit population. And that is partly because of the new programs that we're offering, but we also reduced our tuition for our dual credit programs this year. So we're making it a lot more affordable for the ISDs and also for the students. So how did we increase enrollment? One, we started really early with our registration for this year. So all of our students who were currently at PJC, we started, if they weren't graduating, we started talking to them immediately about registering for classes for the following semester. You may have seen that we are doing a lot more marketing and social media, and our public relations have really improved. We just celebrated 100 years last year, so we had a lot of good press about the college. And then we also now have a full staff of recruiters, and we have one of our recruiters here who has a table in the back. So we have a recruiter that's over here in Hunt County, and they are in the high schools and out at fairs pretty regularly. So you can see in this chart how drastically the number of applications for coming to PJC has increased. So the green bar was last year, and so if you look at April and May, we doubled the number of students who applied to come to PJC. So that is pretty drastic, and that's because of all of those different things that I just mentioned. So I mentioned new programs. So we have at our Greenville Center, we just opened our Workforce Training Center, and you'll see a video here in a minute about it. But in that center, we have HVAC program, electrician, mechatronics, and our aviation program. So we have a lot more opportunities here in Hunt County for student programs. But we also, I wanted to share this with you. This is a program that we started, and right now it's only in Lamar and Red River County, but we really desperately want to offer this in Hunt County. So we had donors who specifically gave us money to do these programs in Lamar and Red River, but we have a presidential scholars program, and it is the top 10% students at all the high schools in those counties are coming to PJC for free. So we're covering their tuition, their fees, and their books in the Presidential Scholars Program. We did expand this out, so all of the valedictorians and salutatorians in our entire service area are part of this program, but we would really like to offer it to all the top 10%. So we just need some funding sources to help do that here in Hunt County as well. So if you have any ideas, please share those with me. We also started a Promise program. So this is any student that's in Lamar and Red River County in the graduating class. If you come to PJC, you apply for your financial aid, and then whatever the gap is, we're going to cover the cost of it. And we had donors who are covering that as well. So that is a major contributor to our enrollment increase, and we would love to roll out a program like that here in Hunt County as well. And then lastly, we have a new program, and this one does apply for students here. If somebody was a student at PJC and they didn't quite get finished and they left and they still owe us some money, and before they wouldn't be able to return without paying that debt completely off, right now we are asking if they will pay their debt down to $500, we will let them back in. Once they finish their degree, then we will waive that final balance, and they will be on their way. And then we are doing a lot of improvements in our enrollment process. We were finding that a lot of students were getting hung up with parts of our processes. We had lots of manual processes. And I want to show just the impact of this, and this is really drastic. If you look in June, July, and August, last year it was taking an admissions application over 20 days to process. We're now down to 1 or 2 days for an application to process. So that is drastically different. We were afraid that students were probably getting frustrated with how long it was taking with our process, and they were probably going other places. So this was really important to us to improve. One really exciting thing that we started this year, I proposed this to our board, is our Board of Regents. They are only Lamar County, and they're elected in Lamar County because Lamar County's the only area that pays property taxes to us. But I really felt like we need representation from all of our entire region. So I proposed to them that we have boards of advisors in some of our other areas. So we just got kicked off our Hunt County Board of Advisors, and our new chair of that board is Dr. Morgan here from Campbell ISD. And so we have this group of people who are really representing you to Paris Junior College, and they are really helping bridge the gap between the community and the college and helping us understand what's really needed in the community. We were excited last year to be awarded the Community Investment Award for our new building, our workforce building. And so I want to show a video that if you haven't had a chance to be out and look at this new building, you'll get to see it in this video.
Big things are happening in Greenville, Texas. Paris Junior College is proud to open the doors to its brand new Workforce Training Center, an incredible investment in the future of our community. This state-of-the-art facility is more than just a building. It's a launchpad for opportunity, a hub of innovation, and a place where careers are built from the ground up. This cutting-edge center will house some of the most in-demand workforce training programs in the region. From mechatronics to electricians, HVAC to aviation, students will now have access to hands-on, high-tech training that prepares them for immediate success in the workforce. This isn't just an investment in a building, it's an investment in people, in families, in futures. Whether you're a high school graduate looking for a career path, a professional ready for a career change, or an employer searching for skilled workers, this Workforce Training Center is here for you. Greenville, the future is bright, the opportunities are endless, and it all starts now with the new Paris Junior College Workforce Training Center. Get ready to learn, grow, and soar to new heights.
The last thing I want to mention is we have been spending the last almost year talking about the mission and vision and values and working on a strategic plan for the college. And the community was involved in that process. We did community surveys and listening sessions, and then all of our employees and students. And I want to share with you, we have our new strategic plan out. It's on our website. It's been approved by our board. So this is the vision for the college for the next 10 years, and we are really excited about where we are going to be heading. So we came up with 5 foundations for the future. And so the first one is academic and workforce program innovation and expansion. And this is really just talking about the academic side of the college and how we develop new programs or modernize programs that we already have. And we really want to expand the Greenville campus and have really a full service center here. It's also about credential attainment. We want to make sure that we are getting all of our students all the credentials and helping them transfer onto universities. The second one is enrollment growth and student success. We want to reach as many students as possible. One of our goals is to look at the graduating classes of all of our high schools that we serve. And we know that in our region, we have 2,600 or so high school graduates each year. only 30% of those go on to higher education. So we have over 1,800 students in our service area that are not going, now they may be finding good jobs, but they're not going into higher education. And so we know that there is a large group of students out there that need higher education. We're also looking at athletics and all kinds of other options that can help with enrollment growth. Number 3 on our list is facilities, technology, and safety. Our Hunt County Center here in Greenville, it's really the nicest of all of our facilities. If you've ever been to Paris and been on the campus there, it looks like it's a campus that's been around for 80 years. We have buildings that are a little bit tired, and the technology is not as modern as it needs to be. So we have a lot of work to do there. We have more work that we want to do here. As the enrollment grows, we need to add more facilities here as well. And then we are being included in a lot of the standards for the ISDs for safety, and we're not quite ready for that. And so we have a lot of safety upgrades that we need to do as well. The 4th item on our list is community and industry engagement, and that is we really just want to be more involved in the communities, more involved with industries, and the new advisory board that we have, and then existing advisory boards for different programs. And then last on the list is institutional identity and culture. And this is really, we're working on a rebranding process right now to make sure that we are branded correct and that we're telling the story of PJC as well as we can. We're doing professional development, leadership opportunities for our employees, and then also looking at data-informed decisions, making sure that we're making the right decisions for the future of the college and for our student success. And that is all I have to share with you. Here's my contact information. You can always feel free to email me or contact me. We always want to hear from the community and help us understand how we can best serve you. Thank you very much.
Lastly, this afternoon we have Dr. Brian Rank, Dean of the College of Agriculture, Science, and Natural Resources at East Texas A&M University Commerce.
Well, thank you for inviting us to join in. And before I get started, I want to introduce some folks that are from East Texas A&M. First, Dr. Brent Donham. He is our Vice President for Research and Economic Development. He preceded me as interim dean for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, and he has told me that since he's no longer interim and can do his regular job, I am his new favorite person. I also have Dr. Whitney Figlin. She is faculty in Ag Education. Dr. Maggie Salem, she is faculty in Agricultural Leadership. And our student ambassadors, Caden and Zulu. This is an exciting time to be at East Texas A&M. Y'all may have noticed the name change about a year ago. I know. Well, I've been here since January, and I applied to be the dean at Texas A&M Commerce, and when I showed up for my interview, they're like, so we've got a name change, and I'm like, yeah, and I like that name change because having been associated with this area for a while, being an old high school ag teacher at Sulphur Bluff, I knew a lot of those old alumni that embrace East Texas State, and I love how we're embracing our history again. So in the College of Agriculture, this is, wow, it's an exciting time. So we are doing so many new things. We are on the edge of launching a graduate certificate in urban food systems that is focused on helping with food security, but it's paired with agricultural leadership, education, and communications. And people ask me, they're like, what does urban food systems and urban agriculture and sustainable ag have to do with ag leadership, education, and communication? One word would be extension, because being a communicator and being a leader, that's what we need to be able to help people to progress and move into the future. In fact, that's kind of, Dr. Salem, would you agree with this? So my background is actually ag leadership as well. When we look at ALEC or ag leadership, education, and communications in general, we're really talking about teaching and learning as they pertain to agriculture. more so than just the typical cows and plows. Yes, we're doing lots of stuff at the farm, and we can start flipping through some slides. One of the things we're doing out there is our new ag multi-purpose complex. So this is phase one. Phase one is cool. It's about 4 acres under a roof. We have 2 full-size rodeo arenas. We will have a multi-purpose room that'll seat about 300 people, but it's got these really cool dividers in there, so we can divide it into 3 different rooms as well. Concession stand, VIP area. Farm improvements, we have just put in the fence on, those of y'all that are familiar with the area and have driven by have seen that old white fence that was kind of falling down and has been there for, 37,000 years, something like that. Anyway, I mean, I remember that a long time ago, but we've torn that out and we've come in with a metal pre-fert product and fenced the west side of the highway now. It's really dressed things up and gives it a more modern look. In about 2 weeks, we're going to start construction on the other side of the highway so that way you'll know as you drive through when you get to the East Texas farm as separated from any of the other neighbors. So along with these improvements, y'all, I'm addressing decades, like literal decades of deferred maintenance out there at that farm. So we've painted buildings, we've done repairs, rust repairs on metal buildings. We're really, perception is reality, regardless of which business you're in. But the perception of our farm as being kind of a rundown thing that nobody cares about, we're kind of changing that. And I've got to hats off to the president and the provost because they're financing a lot of this stuff and pushing some money in. Brent did a lot of stuff as interim dean to kind of get the ball rolling to address some of these maintenance issues. Rodeo. So rodeo is one of our big sports. We had, this is Riley George. She was the national champion breakaway roper at Casper at our national collegiate finals rodeo. And her horse was named the AQHA Horse of the Year for college rodeo. So fantastic job with this student. We actually had 5 of our rodeo students qualify and go on to compete at Casper at the national finals. I'd like to introduce Rita. So Rita is our entry into the registered Angus world. My background prior to academia was in Angus cattle, but Rita, actually the Gabriel Rita 0108, she's a cow. She's due actually in about 2 weeks. We'll get our first calf out of her, and then she will become an embryo donor cow. And we're going to be improving our genetics in our beef herd and transitioning part of our herd to a registered Angus herd to produce bulls and cows breeding stock that we can then sell in it. With the embryo transfer technology and the in vitro fertilization, all that sciencey stuff, we're really upping our game on what we're able to do and teach students. Twin Oaks, those of y'all that have been around and any alumni, I've heard a lot about the old blueberry farm, and I remember it, and some of the people that I talked to remember it as being way cooler than I think it probably even ever was, but like there's some fond memories. We are pumping quite a bit. We're making a major investment in Twin Oaks. We've got a fantastic young faculty member, Dr. Grace Ogden, that is kind of taking the lead out there. We're investing in replanting blueberries, addressing deferred maintenance on the house, using that as a place where we can interface with the community and host events. I had a conversation with the dean from Arts and Humanities about doing a joint thing where we have agriculture and blueberries and pecans and a jazz band from the music and just doing some things together. Coming soon, yeah, we're approved on our urban food systems. We're going to be working towards a standalone master's in ag business and a standalone master's in animal science as we're growing. And the reason for the focus on the master's, we have had an experience of a 33% growth over the past year in our master's level programs in the College of Agriculture. So it was good to see y'all, and thank you for your time.
once again, thank you to all the educators for all the incredible work you do each day. We truly appreciate your dedication, and the Chamber wishes you a successful and rewarding school year ahead. So wishing everyone a wonderful rest of the day, and thank you again for coming today. We appreciate it.
This video has been brought to you by Juice. Juice is your community-owned provider for electric, internet, cable TV, and true local programming.